spend all day laying on bed and crying about Louise, and I just don't think she'd want that. So I'm going to go ahead and make another video of our travels to this beautiful spot and try to capture some of this beauty and relay it to you. It's going to be one heck of a sunset. We're up pretty close to the Washington border, and the water's just calm as glass. Saw some dolphins a little while ago. Couldn't get the camera out in time, but I'm going to go ahead and get this sunset here in about an hour. Well, I was hoping to get a nice sunset, but we're going into a pretty good cloud layer here, and I don't think we're going to get it. It's only going to get cloudier, I think. It's clear behind us to the south. Well, there's always tomorrow. Well, it rained overnight. A little bit overcast today. A little bit of wind. The sea is very calm. A nice journey. I hope it's nice when we get to Alaska. Hope to get a nice sunset tonight. Well, we're pulling into Sitka, Alaska. Looks like we're a little ahead of schedule. Well, it's one of the most prettiest places I think I've ever seen. Some white clouds, flat sea, and it's just beautiful. I'll go over on the other side. There was some fishing boats over there. The other side of the ship. It's so windy. Can't get out there very far. There's a big volcano over there. We could see the top of it a minute ago, but the clouds have obscured it now. It's a little on the chilly side. So I can go out and see where these boats are all fishing down there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Beautiful. Well, you know, people can tell you about this till they're blue in the face, but until you see it yourself, it's just hard to believe how pretty this place is. Blue sky, white clouds, unbelievable. Getting a little closer to town. Little islands out here with trees on them. Town is over there. Closer and closer to town. What a place. Those houses tucked on those little islands. It's not even real. I'd like to live there, in the summer anyway. Remember that. let the anchor down.
I think my parents are right there today. I think you missed like the Super Bowl.
Everybody says I go too fast with the camera, so I'm going slow. Say hi. There's Nana showing her butt. All right. I'm trying to go slow. This is the front of the ship. Pretty good sized boat. The bridge over there. We'll see if we can go over there and get
No, I was asking her.
Dạ, dạ. Mà nó không phải hữu dụng bên này, không biết gì.
Well, no, I'm just so happy to be able to call you because we haven't had service since Thursday. So it really did, like, our vacation really service.
beautiful. Well, we've come to shore in the town of Sitka. They took the little boats and brought us in. There's the big ship over there. Beautiful place. Come across this totem pole here. They're a lot bigger than I thought. Yeah, big old dog, look at those guys. Well, found another totem pole here in this park, here in Sitka, Alaska. Looks like this is the Coast Guard yard over there. Pretty good sized Coast Guard boats. There's that bridge we could see. Well, we had a wonderful day in Sitka. The tenders are hauling everybody back. We're in our room right now. We're gonna go have a little lunch. Beautiful day. I see some whales out here. Right over there. I don't know if we could see them. Right there. Keeping their distance. There they are over there. Well, we're in Glacier Bay. A few icebergs out there. Go down like the Titanic, I'm afraid. Just beautiful.
You may notice that the Reed Glacier is quite a distance away, tucked back into that valley. Unfortunately, Reed is one of the many glaciers that are receding in Glacier Bay. And although our Earth goes through natural warming and cooling cycles, the current rate of warming is unnatural. You may have heard the words climate change or global warming before, but never saw firsthand the impacts of these changes. Or maybe you have lived near a glacier for many years and literally seen that glacier disappearing before your eyes.
It's a little cool up this way.
This is the driving force in Glacier Bay wilderness. As ice is pulled down a valley by gravity, it scratches out rock material in front of it, just as a bulldozer would lower its blade and move dirt. This bay that we are traveling over now was scraped out in just this way. As recently as 300 years ago, everything you see around you, starting
Black bear right there, sure as heck.
Surprised or not?
Boy, it looks like just like a little dot. Boy, this is
The glaciers are now in full view, and you've probably not had any trouble distinguishing the Marjorie Glacier. But I also want to direct your attention to what appears to be a low-lying flat mound of rubble directly in front of us. For this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Grand Pacific Glacier, the great architect of this bay. The difference between these two glaciers is like night and day. With Marjorie being the day that is, she is bright, vivid, and healthy. She comes from a place where the snow falls regularly and the valley is steep. The Grand Pacific, on the other hand, is dark as night. The Grand Pacific is of lower origin and does not get a constant supply of snow. It also comes from a more brittle mountain valley, allowing the ice to easily pick up debris as it moves along. The Grand Pacific Glacier is not as healthy as the Marjorie Glacier. But the Grand Pacific Glacier is thinning at a rate of 2 meters a year.
Which ship is it?
Diamond, I guess.
Diamond?
Princess.
Diamond Princess? Did you know it was coming up here?
No. I thought they said I was the only one.
Well, we're sailing back out of Glacier Bay. And head up towards Haines. We'll be there in the morning. Saw some whales over there a minute ago. Don't see them now. Well, we're in Haines, Alaska this morning. And it's windy and rainy and very green. I think it's starting to lighten up a little bit. They filmed a movie here back in the 80s. I guess the movie set's still over there. We'll walk and see if we can find it. Pretty place. Well, we braved it and got off the ship. 5 minutes ago it was raining, blue sky now. It's like they say, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. So. Very nice place, kind of windy and cold, but we're going to enjoy it nonetheless. Haines, Alaska, Ace Hardware. Beverly's going to go in and put a job application in, I think. So. But the prices are a little more here. Well, there's the Haines High School. Another totem pole. We're walking to where they made this movie set, a little bit further than we thought. So we'll get there. Well, this is Dalton City here, where they made that movie, White Fang or whatever it is. White Fang, yeah. A little bit disappointing. Community garden over there. This is the fairgrounds. Kind of neat. Now, in Haines here we ran across these little buildings. It's like the snow kind of got to that one. It ain't level no more. Nice little town. Little. Huh? Slow down. Okay, I gotta slow down. Nana don't want her picture taken, so I won't take her picture. There's a boat over there.
Can't take this guy anywhere. He gets caught everywhere we go. New York and now Alaska.
Well, we're at the Haines Hammer Museum. This has got to be a first. Biggest hammer I ever saw. Might as well go look.
Which are maybe less than an inch long. A lot of them are decorative pieces, ceremonial hammers. And then I'm going to go to the other side of the room, so if everybody just wants to turn around. I would usually say move this way, but... so over here, sorry. Over here, we have some of my favorite hammers. And I know you guys are looking at this wall, but they're actually on this wall. But I'm going to explain them to you. Now, a lot of people ask us what our oldest hammer is and how old it is. Our oldest hammer is 4,500 years old. Now, it was excavated in Egypt in 2500 BC and was used to build the pyramids in Egypt. Now, it doesn't look like much now, but they would excavate a igneous rock called dolerite, which is a tough rock that they could use to build the pyramids, and they would usually hold them with their hands. So they'd round them out, and if they weighed more than 18 pounds, they'd attach a handle to them. If they didn't, they would just pick them up with their hand and start using them. So we have this in this glass case up here, and there is a little thing you can pull down and read more about it if you're really interested in it. It's my personal favorite, and I don't think I could ever pick it up because I would have a heart attack. I'd be so nervous. Over here, I really need a glove, but I don't know where Michelle went. But this is our Chinese battle hammer from 800 AD. That's over here on this wall, and I'll try to hold this up. Thank you very much. And we also have two...
Well, we're heading back to the ship. Beautiful place. Well, we're pulling into Ketchikan. grown a little bit since the last time we were here.
I'm not feeling too well.
And Bev's not feeling so good. Got 2 other ships in town. We might not even go in. Pretty day though. Yeah, if you come to Ketchikan, you gotta go to the Salvation Army thrift store, so.
God, you gotta do a movie that we're going to.
Ketchikan Totem Center. Right by this river. Last time we were here, this river was just full of salmon. Runs right through the middle of town. Beautiful place. Well, we found the world's largest gold nugget. So they say. Well, there's 4 ships in port.
Like really nice hotel.
Yeah.
Population just grew about 10 times. In the winter, I don't think anything's happening around this town. Walking along here and all kinds of eagles.
California?
Sir, where are you from?
California.
Is it close to Modesto?
No.
All right. I have to walk on then.
Eagles, a bunch of them up there. Pretty cool. That's the Aleutian Ballard that was
Where they're doing the tour on.
on the Deadliest Cats. That was on the first couple of seasons, I guess. I guess you can take a tour on it. It's out of Ketchikan. Well, I thought those crab ships were bigger than that. I guess not. Looks like they converted it to a passenger deal now. Kind of neat. Well, we're in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. We're walking off the ship to go on our tour. I see this big sign they got on the back of the boat here. It says, "Beware of propellers." And you don't have to tell me twice. There's Nana. She's a little cranky today, but she'll get over it.
So there's 3 right here.
Oh, there's all kinds of deer over here, huh?
There's a whole swarm.
Oh, the antlers. Posted for us.
Basically, their house goods are so cheap. They're so cheap. So let's go ahead and airport and we'll get you guys up for about 15 minutes and walk around and take some pictures. And as I said, you can use the facilities in the hotel.
Well, we're taking a nice tour in our double-decker bus. We stopped for a couple minutes, let us take some pictures. Kind of neat here. Another double-decker. Here's Nana sitting in front of her favorite machine. When we first got on board, treated her real good. She pulled about $300 out of it. But yeah, 150 a couple times. But it's
taking all it back.
it's taking it back, but
That's okay.
it's fun.
There's nothing else to do.
It's pretty slow on board here, so
Just waiting for it to open.
it's going to open pretty quick. We just sailed out of British Columbia half an hour after we sailed.
88.
88. 96, 104,
112.
112,
I get a lot of free
120,
spins.
So many.
128 so far.
136, 144, geez, 152, 160,
Keep them coming, keep them coming.
So far the highest you can see was Miss Sandra. Swing also there. 353.
Really?
353 free game, 176. Good. And I got some more free games, 248 free games.
Plus what these are.
Plus what these are. So that's 300 and, damn near 400 free games?
I don't know, let's see what it does.
Wow.